Guys, I know you're all waiting to hear what's going on with the Eahora. I haven't got a chance to take that rear wheel off yet. I am going to take the rear wheel off this Thursday night. This is Tuesday right now, Tuesday morning. So Thursday night, I am going to take the rear wheel off. I think that's where the problem is. The Eahora '08 code is now coming up sooner. I charged the battery for the first time since I had the bike. Okay, when the bike came to me, it had 62% charge. Now, I was thinking to myself, well, maybe that's a fictitious charge. You know, because the factory isn't going to charge these batteries up because it takes too long. It takes 8 hours to charge the battery up. So I'm thinking to myself, that's a fake. Maybe the readout is reading it fictitiously. So I thought to myself, well, let me charge this up overnight. Maybe that's all it was. So I charged it up. It's 100% charge. I took the bike down my street. I could barely make it up my street. We're talking about 300 feet. My street's like 330 feet. Okay. Come up my street. I actually had to walk it up this little grade I have before I get in my driveway. It couldn't even, and when I'm talking about, it's in both motors. I had both motors, the front and rear motor turned on. And it could not make it up my little grade on my street here. I had to actually stand up while I'm sitting on. You know, I had to duck walk it into my driveway. And then as soon as I came in my garage, the Eahora '08 code popped on. So it's coming up sooner. So whatever is wrong with it, it's going. Whatever happened to the thing, it's happening more often now. In other words, it's broke. Whatever's wrong with it is busted. So I still think it's in the motor. I really do. Either the rear motor crapped out on me altogether, or it's some kind of electronic transistor in that motor. And I also think the rear motor dictates the power that goes to the front motor as well. So, you know, there's one guy even says it's a washer. He says it's a keyed washer that's on the motor. You know, the only way for me to know, guys, is I have to take the rear wheel off and I have to pop the motor open and take a look myself. And if I can't find anything, the second thing I have to do is I have to buy that little box that tests the motor. Okay. That will tell me if that motor's good or bad. If the motor's good, then it has to be the controller. Then I have to either get another controller off of Eahora, or I have to buy a controller and I have to jerry rig it onto the bike. So now if the motor's shot, these motors aren't cheap. These motors go anywhere from $250 up to $1,000. That's what these motors go for. Probably, if the motor's shot, I'm going to probably have to go down a few watts. I'll probably have to get a 750 watt motor because the 1500 watt ones are too much. I can't afford that. Not until I pay the bike off. I made one payment on this bike so far, you know, and guys, I'm telling you, man, you don't know how upset I am that I am paying on a bicycle. I paid $3,000 with shipping. The bike was $2,700 and something. And it was like $270, $280 for shipping. Okay. You pay this kind of money. This is no duck walk. Okay, this is expensive. And it comes to me DOA. And there's not a thing you can do to the company. You cannot go after the company because you know what? they have no address. So I can't, I mean, the Better Business Bureau isn't going to do anything anyway. You know, when you go to the Better Business Bureau, it's almost like you're snitching on somebody. They can't do anything anyway. All they can do is make your complaint public. I even did a corporation search, a California corporation business entity search. They're not there. But I did a trademark search, and there is an address for them in China under a trademark. So that's just about, good luck. Good luck going through them over in China. Guys, what we need to do is we all need to get together and make a class action lawsuit against Eahora. That's what we need to do. From what I understand, the dude that owns the company here in the United States, the dude that's one of the owners, Eahora USA, he lives in Los Angeles in a high-rise. Think of that a little bit. Okay? And trying to find his address is impossible. Because even though I'm in Pennsylvania, I could sue somebody in Los Angeles. You just have to find an attorney that wants to do it. It's been done before. Just because you may not, maybe like you live in Wisconsin and they stuck it to you too, you can still sue someone in California, bro. You don't have to live in a state to sue them in that same state. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get an attorney that's going to want to take the case on pro bono. That's what you're going to have to do. Or you're going to have to just pay an attorney, which most of us don't have that kind of money. Or we wouldn't be tying ourselves up with these broken bikes. All right, I'll be right up. Dinner's ready, guys. I got to go. The best advice I could give anybody is, I'm not telling you not to buy Eahora. What my advice to you is, and I should have took this advice, is get an electric bicycle from a dealer near you. So number one, you could test it. You could get on it and you can test it. And number two, if it breaks on you, you can go right back to the store we bought it from, and more than likely, he'll repair it. But when you order something over the internet and it comes unassembled, number one, it's not tested, and number two, good luck getting anything under that warranty. That's what I should have did. I should have bought one from a vendor, from a bike shop somewhere near me around here. That's a mistake. But what I did, guys, I bought the bike on compulsion. Okay, but what we're going to do is I will take that rear wheel off Thursday night. And I don't have a tester. I'm going to have to buy a tester. But I want to eyeball. I want to take a look inside that motor. That's a good start right there.